This is video 8 in the series on Agentic Retail Operations. We get to see another impact of Agentic AI together with retail standards under the Association for Retail Technology Standards, ARTS, umbrella. This video will focus on security in retail. I am the Wizard of POS, and this video is brought to you by ShopVisor. So here's a look at an executive summary. Agentic Retail Security provides a standards-aligned architecture for modern retail. Agentic security equals autonomous detection, reasoning, and remediation. It provides an urgent need due to evolving threats. And ART standards enable this scalable, intelligent protection. So what does Agentic Retail Security mean? Well, first, it provides autonomous detection. That is, the sensors, the cameras, the point of sale, and data streams all feeding into the system. Then it provides semantic reasoning and pattern recognition. The central AI brain analyzes behaviors, anomalies, and causal relationships. It's closed-loop remediation. Automated actions, device control, transactions, intervention, and policy enforcement. It provides continuous learning across the stores. It learns the store and enterprise feedback loops for improving these models over time. So, autonomous standards native protection for modern retail. Agentic retail security represents a shift from reactive monitoring to continuous autonomous risk orchestration across physical and digital retail environments. So instead of isolated alerts, intelligent agents perceive conditions, reason across systems, and execute actions in real time within defined business and compliance restraints. So what the visual conveys, it's a central intelligence layer continuously analyzing store activity, transaction devices, and inventory. It's a real-time fusion of physical security, the cameras, the access points, and store activity, with operational data for point-of-sale inventory and workforce information. Immediate action capability, detecting, prioritizing, and responding to threats without human bottlenecks. And it provides a governed, controlled model where automation operates transparently and aligns with enterprise policy. So here's the core highlights. First, real-time loss prevention, autonomous detection of theft, fraud, and policy violations as they occur, not after the fact. Organized retail crime pattern recognition. This is getting tough. Agents correlate behaviors across locations, time, and channels to identify coordinated activity. POS and transaction intelligence. Continuous auditing of tenders, returns, discounts, and basket behavior using standardized transaction models, basically derived from POS log. Operational security fusion. Security decisions informed by inventory levels, staffing conditions, device health, and customer flow. And then proactive intervention. Automated actions, transaction pauses, associate guidance, device resets, or escalation for humans to review. So why does this matter to retail leaders? Well, first and foremost, it lowers shrink with fewer false positives. Then it also reduces labor spent on manually monitoring and investigations. It provides faster response times with consistent enforcement. It improves the customer experience through less intrusive security. And it provides scalable protection across heterogeneous store environments. So what does the retail threat landscape look like? Well, first of all, there's escalating attack surfaces, the point of sale, mobile, self-checkout, and that's really causing problems, IoT and cloud, fraud automation, credential replay, and device tampering and physical exploits. Legacy security models fail in a distributed retail environment. And so why does legacy security fail? Well, Static rules can't adapt, especially in this dynamic environment. Siloed systems lack coordination. You've got the cloud, you've got online, you've got the IoT world. There's no semantic understanding of events. Every application from every vendor has their own terms for exactly the same kinds of things. This is where ARTS comes into play. And there's no real-time device control. So how do you move a camera around when you think you found something wrong? So let's look at the ARTS-aligned security architecture. Well, it provides a clean, layered model that mirrors your agentic retail operations stack. First off, most importantly, POS log. It's the event backbone. It provides an immutable audit and anomaly detection. The data model provides a semantic layer. It provides for threat classification and normalization. Unified POS, the actuator layer, provides secure device control. Then you add the agentic intelligence layer, and now you get the autonomous detection and reasoning. And then eventually you get the execution layer, which provides automated remediation and workflows. So where does ShopVisor come in? And why does it have an unfair advantage? Because ART's standards leadership was done by the people who are creating ShopVisor. I'd like to introduce briefly the fourth member of our team, Jerry Hines. Jerry Hines we've made him the CEO of the company. He has 20 years leading large-scale consumer platforms at Amazon and NVIDIA. He pioneered GPU hardware in the cloud for AI and media. He is an incredibly talented individual, and he is going to run ShopVisor and take us to the next level. So who is Tom Sterling? Tom Sterling was the lead data architect for the Association of Retail Technology Standards. He shaped the industry most widely adopted retail data model, now in its 7th major release, and implemented by retailers including Costco, TJX, companies AutoZone, Weiss Martin, and Giant Eagle. And there are companies all over the world that have used this data model. His work spans the full retail data lifecycle, from unified commerce and master data management to customer lifetime value analytics, promotional pricing models, and omni-channel order integration. Tom has consistently delivered measurable outcomes, including a complex multi-system Costco e-commerce integration, combining Oracle, Informatica, and DB2/400s into a single enterprise sales view, and a point-of-sale data modeling engagement for TGX that clarified integration dependencies and accelerated development timelines. Tom brings both the strategic perspective of an executive and the technical depth of a hands-on architect. He's a unique individual. His track record includes reverse engineering legacy transaction logs, building dimensional data warehouse extensions, and bringing the gap between business stakeholders and technical teams. He translates complex data integration challenges into actionable, business-justified solutions. He has also designed and delivered ARTS training and webinars for the data modeling teams at major retailers, with a particular focus on retail transaction processing, customer analytics, and key performance indicator sourcing. He also wrote much of the KPIs for the business intelligence work in ARTS. He has designed data models for loyalty programs, planogram, international tax compliance in Brazil, his stored value instruments, and customer segmentation, all grounded in real-world retail operations. He takes the data world and turns it into something really useful for the retail world.
My name is Dennis Driscoll. I have over 30 years of experience in retail technology, software development, integration, and consulting, specifically in point-of-sale and e-commerce technologies. I'm a retail guy, programmer, manager, problem solver for the companies I've worked for and with over a 40-year career. I've worked with retailers, vendors, and system integrators. It's this experience I brought to arts and has enabled me to look at problems across multiple angles. I was a member of the Arts Technical Committee from 1999 to 2015. As a member of the Technical Committee, I contributed to the data model, the OPOS, UPOS, JavaPOS standards for device drivers, and I co-authored several of the OMG Arts RFPs.
I am Richard.Halter, and I was the CTO for arts for over 20 years. And so I was involved in building all of the art standards. You can see all of the various messages, the data models, the unified POS devices, the RFPs, the blueprints, integration reports, and the retail business process model. I helped build all of that. And it covers over 90% of what exists in retail and C-store and in food service environments. And to help people understand it, I wrote a book explaining all of this. And I've also created over 70 YouTube videos that are targeted at senior retail executives. I try to explain things without getting too deep into the technical things, like if you want to understand how blockchain works. It's a high-level overview of that. And I have trained major retailers and vendors all over the world. I've traveled over 1 million miles on this, and I've taught them how to solve their number one problem, integrating applications from a huge number of different vendors. Thank you for listening, and be prepared to look for the next video in this series. And it's all brought to you by ShopVisors.